Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope everyone is doing well. If you're a Packers fan, you're probably not doing well, as I am, wondering exactly what happened in that game yesterday. It definitely was a bad, terrible showing from this Packers offense as well as this Packers defense. So there's definitely, a lot to clean up coming into week 2. I mean, there wasn't really, I don't know if there was much good of any, if any, maybe in that game yesterday versus the Saints. It was a really, really bad game, which you guys already know. But what I want to talk about is sort of Kevin King and his performance in that one. Obviously in this offseason, the Packers come in and decide to give Kevin King a 1-year deal, which lots of people were wondering if that was the best idea, considering, Kevin King has struggled the past couple seasons. He struggled staying healthy. He struggled, in that NFC Championship, giving up a couple key touchdowns. And so there were some questions there. And then, of course, the Packers come in, decide to draft a first-round cornerback in Eric Stokes, which I think lots of people were excited about because the Packers' cornerback situation in the offseason definitely was one of the areas that needed to be addressed because we have Jair Alexander, but outside of Jair Alexander, there's definitely a lot more that could be done when it comes to the Packers cornerback group. So I think, the Packers management obviously saw that because if they come in here and decide to draft a guy in Eric Stokes in the first round, they obviously see the need at cornerback if they're using, their coveted first-round pick on a cornerback in the 2021 NFL draft. So, of course, the Packers come in, draft Eric Stokes, and the talk has been, will the Packers continue to start Kevin King, or will Eric Stokes get a shot to come in here? In the training camp, before the season started, the cornerbacks coach was talking and was saying, we'll see what happens. He was saying Kevin King didn't lose his job because of an injury, even though in most of the training camp, Eric Stokes was the guy out there in training camp throughout a lot of the training camp. So coming into this game, oh my gosh, my dog. So then coming into this game, I was curious to see, what would Kevin King do? Would he continue to play the way he did in the NFC Championship in last season, or would he be able to take a step forward? Because I was hoping to see, him take a huge step forward, and obviously we can't judge his entire season off of one game, and the same goes for the Packers as a whole team in general, as well as these specific players. But in this game, Kevin King definitely struggled. He allowed 2 receptions for 71 yards and a touchdown, and the one touchdown he allowed was like that 55-yard pass from Jameis Winston. The guy just basically burned Kevin King, sort of similarly to how Scotty Miller burned him in that NFC Championship game. He got burned in this game, and he allowed a 158.3 passer rating to Jameis Winston. So definitely a tough game for Kevin King facing off against Jameis Winston. He wasn't the only player who struggled in this one. Lots of players struggled. Just for a few other examples, just so I'm not like only singling out Kevin King, because he wasn't the only issue. Darnell Savage gave up 2 touchdowns. Shannon Sullivan gave up a touchdown. Adrian Amos also gave up a touchdown, according to PFF. But then if we take a look at maybe this is one of the lone bright spots for this Packers team, Eric Stokes came in here, and in his 8 snaps, he dominated. He did very, very, very well. He was targeted once, and he broke up the pass, and he was the only Packers player in this game to have a pass breakup. So that sort of tells you something. He also was the second highest Packer graded on defense according to PFF. Only Preston Smith was graded higher, and actually he was graded as an 89, Preston Smith. He played really well, so I guess that's a positive thing for the Packers defense, considering Preston Smith played poorly last season. But Eric Stokes, great game. He even was graded higher than Jair Alexander. Eric Stokes had a 79.3 grade to Jair Alexander's 75.9 grade. So great game from Eric Stokes. And so I now think this, sort of begs the question, should the Packers, try to throw in Eric Stokes over Kevin King? Personally, my opinion, of course, everyone has their own opinion. I think the Packers should put him in as the number 1 guy. He showed in this game in the 8 snaps that, he has talent, he has the ability. And with the way Kevin King played, I sort of feel like, at least in this game, Eric Stokes outplayed Kevin King. Will it happen the rest of the season? Who knows? But I think you should give Eric Stokes a shot to sort of see what he has, because you drafted him in the first round. Why not throw him in there? I think it may be different. If Kevin King had a pretty solid game or an average game, maybe you continue to roll with Kevin King as you allow Eric Stokes to, grow and develop and become a better defensive player. But when you have a guy struggling in Kevin King, I think that maybe it's time to give Eric Stokes a shot. And of course, this still is the first game, so I don't know if the Packers will come in there and immediately change things up. But who knows? Maybe just throw Eric Stokes in there for, half of the defensive snaps instead of a full game. Maybe instead of 8 snaps, make it 30. Maybe give Kevin King 30 snaps. Who knows? But I think Eric Stokes has deserved the right to come in here and get some more playing time for this Packers defense, because I think the Packers defense needs something different here. They definitely need something different after sort of seeing what happened in that performance. I am going to come out with another video probably in a few hours sort of breaking down, Joe Barry and what sort of happened in that game for the Packers defense. Definitely lots of problems. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, drop a like as well. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, next week against the Lions, the Packers can come in here and do something good. Because if we lose to a Lions team, a rebuilding team in the Lions, that will sort of make me sound the alarm. This does make me a little worried. At the same time, though, it is only one game. Last year, someone pointed out to me the Buccaneers lost to the Saints 38-3 in the regular season. So all hope is not lost at this point, but we definitely need to see what happens in the next couple games. Because if this continues, then I'll be pretty worried. But hopefully it was just a small blip of the season, and hopefully we once the playoff comes, we forget about this. Hopefully that play is in the past. Maybe they're just getting it out of their system. Hopefully that's what I'm hoping for. So thank you guys for watching. That's gonna be it for this one. I'll see you guys on the next video.